but usually I do, so yeah, I'm just that cool. Anyway, so I hope you like my little thing. I know that you guys only watch my vlogs because I'm just so funny, and that's why I had to do something funny at the beginning. I'm just hilarious, I know, and that's the only reason you guys watch them, so I knew I had to do something whatever. Just kidding. Anyways, so hello everyone, my name's Sarah, if you forgot, which you better not have, and it's Sarah without an H. La Sarah. Thank you. So, this vlog I'm going to talk about traditions because in the last one I talked about casting and check-in and all of that process. So this one we're going to talk about traditions, so get excited. And I have a clip because I bought a new blazer today for what I'm going to wear for tradition. So I know you guys have already talked about everything, but girls, just going to give you an example just to make sure. So, and roll clip. Alright, I just wanted to show everyone my outfit for traditions in case you still needed some help figuring out what you're going to wear, especially the girls, I guess. So, here's this, my blazer, my dress, and it's a little bit longer than fingertip length. And here are my shoes. I'll take them off and show you. So, cute little flats, there you go. Alright, and I'll probably wear some cuter earrings and a bracelet or something. Disney lets you wear jewelry, just not too gaudy or anything. So hopefully everyone is making right decisions and enjoy picking out your clothes, because I know I love doing it. So, oh, excuse me. Of course, like I said, I'm going to add some jewelry and whatever, and ladies, that's totally fine as long as it's not too flashy. And remember, wear comfortable shoes. I mean, technically they don't have to be flats, but flats are a lot better than heels. So, and I know us girls look so good in heels, and some boys are saying, well, I think professional setting girls should wear heels. Excuse me, have you ever walked in heels? I don't think so. And on that asphalt that's at Magic Kingdom, and the cobblestone on the sidewalk, whatever, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to die, because that's what would happen to me. Newspaper would be like, newsflash, oh, dead girl from Disney sidewalk walking in her heels at traditions. Couldn't even be a character performer yet. No. Wrongo. That won't be me, and I'm sure all you other ladies don't want that either. Now, anyways, so traditions. Like I said, when you go to casting on check-in day, you'll get your time for traditions. Someone had posted on the page and they said that they heard that traditions, some people will get a different day than everyone else. I've never heard of that. I've heard of everyone on the same check-in day gets the same one. So, like, we'll all check in on the 12th, all of us who are, yay, 1 week, yay, happy dance. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I'm graduating in like 4 days too. Boop, 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 boop. Just, kind of real excited inside right here. Anyways, so I've never heard of that actually happening. I mean, maybe it has, but I've never personally heard of it. And I know everyone who checked in with me, we all did the same, just because I remember talking about it on our page and whatever. So, like, we'll check in on the 12th. We'll have the 13th as a day off. You'll have your housing meeting on the 13th if you didn't already the day before. And they'll tell you the time for that, like I said. On the 14th, we'll have traditions. There isn't just one traditions class. There's like a million, and there's the bus comes to get you at like 6. There's a morning one and an afternoon one. Bus will get you at like 6. You have to be there, I think it's like by 7 or 7:30. I don't know what it is. And then the other one, the bus gets you at noon, and you have to be there by like 1, something like that. So there's not just one traditions class that goes on. There's quite a few. And I know each one has like 30 to 40 people in it. Mine had a lot, maybe even more than 40. Had to have been at least 35 or 40. And when you'll get your Disney planner. That's how they did it for us. You get this sticker that has your traditions time on it and whatever. When you get there, they'll be like, oh, if you are this color and it's this number, blah, 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 blah on your sticker, then follow me, you're this way, and everybody who's in that class. And there's literally like 6 different groups. So there's for real like almost 200 people who are there for each, like that one tradition. Actually, I lied. Probably even more than that. I don't know. Maybe they do traditions in 2 days, but I never heard of that. But anyways, sorry, popping my knuckles. So you'll get there, you'll do that, and then you sit in there. There's tables. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Don't segregate. Like, we need to come together. we're all grown people. Like, we don't have to sit like we're in third grade to lunch. Like, you can sit with some boys. I actually sat with a table just of all girls, but I probably shouldn't have. Like, go mingle yourself around, and I think it sits like 5 or 6 people or something. So do that, and you'll get in there and you'll watch a video. If you don't cry from at least one of the videos that you watch in Traditions, you should probably pack your stuff up and just go home already, because that means that you are not feeling the Disney magic. Like, I promise, and boys, at least one of them is going to make you cry. Pinky, promise, cross my fingers, cross my heart, hope to die, blah, 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 whatever. So anyways, you're going to do that. You play a bunch of fun games. It's so much fun. Like, you play this one, like, card matching game. And it was a bunch of different things of Disney, not just, like, Disney World. It was, like, Disneyland California, Tokyo, like, when did ABC come into Disney, whatever, all these flashcards, and you had to, like, put them up in, like, dates order. It was cool. And then we did this one thing. It was, like, Pixar movies or something, like, name the most that you could, and then everybody, each table, like, told which ones they had, or it was something like that. It was really cute. Then you'll finally get to tour Magic Kingdom, and they do like 2 or 3 classes at a time, I think. So there's going to be a bunch of other people. You get these cool headsets. You kind of feel like you're Secret Service for the president or something. I mean, I guess like Secret Service for Mickey Mouse, but it's really cool. Just make sure you cannot be taking pictures anywhere in the utilidors, because that's how you're going to get, which is the underground of Magic Kingdom. That's where you're going to take the entrance into, and then you'll go up through one of the doors. We, like, came out on some little side part of Main Street. It was pretty cool. I mean, now I know, like, all of those doors and know where to go, because Magic Kingdom was my park when I was an attendant. But then I was like, oh my gosh, where are we going? Like, so anyways, Traditions is also at Disney University, so if anyone wants to follow me, I will be driving, because I do know where that is, so it's not that hard to find. It's, if you would be driving and going towards Contemporary, you're going to drive all the way straight, like you're literally going to, like, go into Space Mountain. You go all the way around that road, you're going to get to a stop sign, and there's a railroad track, and that's actually where they put the train from Magic Kingdom, and then the monorail tracks go in there too. It's like the whole transportation, like, doctor place. So you're going to take the stop sign, go take a right, and just drive all the way around, and you'll see it says Disney University on the building. And there's like a bus lot on the left, and that's where you get on, it's called West Clock, to go to Magic Kingdom, because no one can actually drive to Magic Kingdom physically unless you're like managers or Disney vans like that to carry performers or whatever. So anyways, from Traditions, you'll walk across the street. So you will do a lot of walking. You also walk across the street to the buses to get on them to go to West Clock for the utilidors, because that's West Clock takes you to the utilidors of Magic Kingdom. So anyways, you'll do that, and I'm really excited. I just remembered, so I helped open New Fantasyland, both of the character spots, Ariel's Grotto and Pete's Silly Sideshow. Fun fact about me. While I was there in my last program, so I was part of the opening team. I was supposed to get a jacket, and I never did, because I came back and they weren't done before my program was over. And I don't think they have them anymore, and it's really sad, because they were really cute. And they were American Apparel. But anyways, so they have the new bus stop there, and I'm wondering, I was just thinking about it, I wonder if we're going to tour over there. Maybe not, but it's really awesome. And then all the break rooms over there, well, I've only been in entertainment ones, but they're really great, and they're just so great. Anyways, so we'll go through utilidors, like I was saying, go up by Main Street, then you'll walk around and talk about different things. You really don't walk any farther than Main Street. Like, I don't really remember us going that far. I'm trying to pinpoint, but I know that I don't think we walked down that same door. We went through another backstage area, like I think maybe by Crystal Palace or something like that. I don't know, but it's really fun. And like I said, when you're in the utilidors, don't take any pictures. They're not going to let you anyways. Even if you weren't going to post it, they're not going to let you take any. So just soak it in for your own. If your parents or something want to see it, have them do the Keys to the Kingdom tour, because they get to go down there and see all that. So probably you'll see some performers looking a little different. So just be excited. Don't want to ruin the magic. But you'll also see some things that might kind of do that, but just think of it as, oh yeah, this is really cool, and not like, oh no, this is awful. Like, don't think of it like that, because it's not that bad, I promise. I loved it. I was like, what? So, anyways, I guess if you're in entertainment, if any of your roles are photopass, costuming, character attendant, or performer, you'll get to see more of that during our training. But anyone who works after a while, you'll see it all too, pretty much. Anyways, so, just my phone's going off the hook over there. So you'll go back for traditions. You don't get a lunch break, even though it is really long, so just bring a snack. They don't mind you pulling it out and eating it as long as you're not, like, making a mess. Traditions, you don't particularly have any, like, tests or, like, computer things or anything. All of that is for your first day of training with your actual role or your, like, department. Like, we have a welcome to entertainment class, and that's with all those 4 roles that I talked about, and we do a bunch of training then. So this is more like watching videos, and she'll, like, ask questions, and everybody sort of answers. And, well, I had a girl and a guy. But the one guy, he was really sweet, but he was, like, kind of, like, Chinese or Japanese, and I really didn't understand him sometimes when he was talking. And I was like, oh, I wish I knew what you were saying. I really do. But, so you'll just watch a lot of videos, and it's a lot of things. We have, like, pamphlets that they give you, and you don't have to fill anything out per se, but you just look at them and do that. And it's different things, like you'll take tests over them in your individual, well, your class trainings and stuff. And it's like dealing with people with disabilities and dealing with different guests and just, like, etiquette and the 4 keys of, because that's the same for everybody. And just everything. But it is really fun. It does get a little boring at some parts, but they try to make it fun. They give us a couple breaks. And I don't know, that's about it. So be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, aware of your surroundings in Disney University when you take traditions, and, like, remember where stuff is, because you'll have at least one more training class there. I mean, they'll do the same thing when you get there. They'll be like, oh, so-and-so, come with me, welcome to entertainment, come with me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So you'll always have someone directing you, but at the same time, like, make sure you want to know where you're going. You want to remember, oh, yeah, the bathroom's over there and to the left, like, whatever. Also, you can take pictures in Disney University, and a lot of the decor in there is really cool too. There's a lot of really cool pictures on the walls. There's just a lot of really cool stuff. So they don't have any rules. Also, I'll say this about phones per se, but I mean, you just want to be, it's like college. Like, definitely turn it on silent or, like, off. Make sure if it's on silent, everything is silent. You won't have, like, a random, buzzing. I just kept mine in my purse. It wasn't really worth just having it out. I'm pretty sure they probably told us not to have them on the table, but I mean, yeah. So also at the end of traditions, you do get a little surprise, and a little surprise person comes and gives it to you. So I'm not going to spoil that either, but it's great. And you also get your blue ID at traditions. So after traditions, whether it's morning or afternoon, you can go to the park then. So for free, any other time you won't be able to. Also, if you go to the park immediately the day of traditions, don't worry if your pass doesn't work. I know mine didn't, and all of my roommates, and it's just because they don't normally activate them the day of, but that doesn't mean you can't go. They obviously look and they're like, oh, you just got this today. Okay, you're fine. And everybody's blue ID at least for CPs, has an expiration date on it and everything, which is your ending program date. So, I mean, don't freak out about, like, oh, and not letting me in, like, whatever. And I know that now they have the whole spirally circle, whole new tap card thing, blah, blah, blah. So it's probably even different for ours and might not, like, do anything. But you still will have to scan your finger every time, and it's still the same finger just like you would have for a regular park ticket. So just remember, always do your right or your left, whatever you do. But, usually always your pointer finger, whatever. So, that's about it for traditions. It's so much fun. You guys will love it. It's a lot of information, but you can retain it all, Now, I had a couple questions that people wanted me to ask. So I'll go with Lori's question first, and she was asking about days off and stuff. So there's different sections that Disney has. So you can request days off. You can give shifts away. And then when you're in work, and you can get an ADO, an ROS, or an ER. So let's talk about taking time off first. Now, Disney is, they're actually like a Fortune 100 company because they make so much money, but they're in that top, making so much money, whatever. They're not just like every other company with days off. I mean, they'll give you quite a bit, but also CPs, we have a lot more rules that other people don't have who are part-time or full-time or even seasonal, because we are there to work. You do have to remember that. So, that's why you did the program. It's also to have fun and enjoy and go to the park and do other things, whatever. But, I mean, you're there to work, and if you're taking Disney classes, it's an internship. Some internships aren't paid. Ours is, luckily, and they give us housing. Even though we pay for it, it's still, it's a pretty good deal if you think about it. So, just remember, you can't take off a million days. So, I said this, and a ton of people, got on my back and said I was wrong. So, this is what I was told, and I never pushed it because I was just not trying to get termed. But I heard that you cannot take more than 10 days off out of your whole program. But that's unexcused. So 10 different times calling out, even if you said that you were sick, but if you didn't bring a note because you were so sick, then, it's still not excused. So I heard 10. Now, excused can be different things. Now, they're not going to let you take 20 excused days. But at the same time, if you have a family member that passes away, and then you have to be gone for 4 days, they're going to excuse that. But they wouldn't want you gone for probably longer than about a week or so. I know that sounds harsh but I mean, it's just, we're here to work, and not that there aren't other people who can work for you, but you can't just be, it sucks because they can term you off of anything, and you are, disposable, I guess is the word, but at the same time, if you want to stay there, they want you to stay there. They don't just want to keep terming people. So, I mean, I just wouldn't push it. So, requesting days off, you can do that. It's through the hub, and when you train, they'll teach you how to do that. So, that's totally separate. Now, giving shifts away, you can give as many shifts away as you want to. Just remember that you still have to pay your rent, and it's going to keep coming out of your paycheck. So, if your paycheck for that week was only $12, they'll only take out $12, but your rent is 90 something, then that rest of that, 70 whatever, will come out of your next paycheck. Say that paycheck was 200, it'll take out your rent for that week and the following before. It's going to keep doing it, I think you can separately pay it. I don't know, though. I've never heard of that, but I mean, they're going to keep taking out of that paycheck, so just remember that. But you can give shifts away all the time as long as someone picks it up, but there's no limit to how many you can give it away. Honestly, sometimes technically that's easier. I guess it depends on, your role and the time of the year. But if it's a busier season, we're not going to get it all the time off that we request. Maybe if you requested 5 days, they'll give you 2. When my family came in December, I asked for 3 different days off. I didn't get any of them. And one of them was my normal day off all the time. And they ended up changing that just because it was busy season, whatever. And I had a different day off. Luckily, I worked a lot of morning shifts, so I'd still get to see him by 4 o'clock. I was done and I could go hang out with him. But it was really, I didn't get any of the days I asked for. But it was, the 27th of December through the end of my program was the 4th. And I asked for the 27th, 29th, and 30th or something like that. Didn't get any of them. So sometimes it's just too busy. Now, an ER is an early release, an ADO is an assigned day off, and an ROS is a release of shift. So if you get an ER, you will, different roles and job locations are different. Sometimes they're not going to give it to you. Sometimes you'll put it in right when you get to work, and you won't get it till noon or whatever. Sometimes you'll put it in, and then you'll get it immediately. It means that if they're busy enough and you need to be replaced, but you really need to leave for your ER, they have to find someone to replace you first before you can leave. So I know when I was an attendant, it rarely happened. I asked for 2 ERs on the whole program, and I only got it one time. So, and the time that I did get it, I wasn't as sick as the other time. So it was but don't do it all the time because they keep track of that, and you can get in a lot of trouble. I knew a girl who did, and then when she ended up really, really getting sick, they didn't let her go because she had taken so many ERs, and I felt bad because she was for real in the bathroom, throwing up blood. Sorry, that's kind of gross, and I felt bad because she probably really needed to go home, and they didn't let her. So just don't abuse it. Don't be, the little boy or girl who cried wolf, because they aren't going to buy that. An ROS is when you absolutely have to leave. Both of these are manager approval, but ROS definitely is, and it's by your manager of your department, section, whatever, where you're at, location. So an ROS is I cannot be here, probably shouldn't have come in today. Or if for whatever reason you just got so sick immediately, I know that can happen. So I never took an ROS, I never needed that. an ER is just like, I don't really feel good. Like one time I just had really bad like sickness because it was colder in the morning and I was outside, and then it started to get warm during the day, and I didn't really eat as much like breakfast as I should have. Had like half a granola bar, and it was just not, my body was not having the weather change. It was just killing me. My allergies, and anyways. So an ROS is like, you absolutely have to leave. You cannot be here. It does not look good, but at the same time, if you only took one or something, then it's going to be okay. So just remember, you can get points for doing those. I never did, but sometimes if you take too many, then they can start giving you points. So it does go on your record card though, and then if you take too many, they'll do a discussion with you and be like, hey, like, why do you keep doing this? Do you really not want to be here? Like, do you not like your job? You know, so just be aware of that. Also, we had Christina. She, this is the second question. She asked things to do, and I'm trying to finish up this video, sorry. She asked things that are fun or whatever to do that don't cost any money, hardly, that aren't Disney related. So, I know this is still Disney related, but Downtown Disney's really fun, and you can like window shop and stuff. I like doing that. I mean, sometimes people don't, but you can always find a boy to take you out to that doesn't cost any money. But sadly, because especially technically if you count like driving a car around, that takes money, but like there's nothing really near the apartments like walking distance that you can like really do. I mean, there's the beach, and obviously that doesn't cost any money, and it's not too far. Like Clearwater Beach is like 30 minutes away. But it would, if you put in an account for, you know, driving and like gas. But there's different things though that are like really cheap too. Like there's a lot of different golf courses. There's a lot of things. If you go down the strip that's sort of towards like Universal slash like SeaWorld area and all that, there's a lot of fun like parky things to do. Like I like shopping even if I can't actually shop, but Florida Mall is a really great mall. I like that. I mean, you know, nightlife, there's a ton of stuff to do. There's downtown Orlando. There's, you know, the whole Crossroads section across from Downtown Disney, or there's Downtown Disney because there's clubs and stuff there. I mean, any of that sort of costs to get in. But, like, if you're 21 and you have a Disney ID, there's a lot of places who let you in for free. Like Buffalo Wild Wings on Wednesday nights. They do a whole little thing, and if you're 21 and you have your blue ID, you get in for free. I think actually if you're 21, you get in for free anyways. I don't know. But Downtown Disney, there's House of Blues. If you're 21 and have your blue ID, you get in for free. So, or 21 or over, I guess, any of these places. There's a lot of places that do give Disney discounts, though, so always ask, like, even aren't on property. Universal also has, what's it called? City Walk, I think, and it's like a Downtown Disney. Technically, you have to pay to park, but I never did it. But I think you can, like, go park at one of their resorts and take their bus that goes up there, because I know they have a bus that goes there. If not, I mean, it costs $20 to park, which sucks. But if you have, like, 4 or 5 people going with you in the car, then you all could split it, and it's only, like, $4. So it is fun to do that. They do have a lot of great shopping and restaurants. They have, like, Margaritaville. They have an awesome movie theater also. You know, Downtown Disney is a bowling alley, and now I think that they have had something, or I don't know, something like that. So they have a bunch of cool stuff there. They have kind of a lot more cool stores. But also the boardwalk, I know that's Disney related, but it's still, they have some stuff there, and they have a couple clubs. They have like the dueling pianos and jelly rolls. I've never been to any of those because I turned 21 on my program, so I couldn't do everything. But I'm willing to do some of that. So other than that, I mean, also, obviously going to the park is free. I know it's like, oh, you'll get tired of Disney, but at the same time, you really won't, because you don't have to ride rides all the time. You can just like go and hang around and be silly, or like just go to watch the parade, or just go to watch the fireworks. Or I liked going with my roommates, and sometimes we went to different resorts, like Grand Floridian, go out all the way out on the dock and watch the fireworks. Like we did that for one of the Halloween parties, because you have to pay. We do have to pay for Halloween parties or Christmas parties. And the fireworks are really awesome, and we're like, well, we don't want to pay, just we really want to watch the fireworks, and we had already been to a party, so we're like, oh, well, let's go down there. And Polynesian, you can watch them from the beach. Like, there's a ton of different, you know, the resorts, they say don't like go resort hopping in pools and stuff, but I mean, that's okay. So as long as it's not during busy seasons, it's fine. So you can do different resorts and go to the pools. Like, there's still a lot of fun stuff. Also, it's by Patterson, Commons, and Chatham. There's a Mickey retreat. It's like out and across the street, sort of. But where Chatham is, it's like next to it. How our pool is, you have to get out of the complex and go around. But they have a ton of stuff. They'll do like soccer games and whatever. They have a ton of activities that go on there all the time, like literally every day. So you can just go there and do stuff. There is a lot of stuff to do. Just technically, there's not that many things that are like free. But I mean, there's an outlet mall across from the Commons. You can walk there and that's free, and it is an actually really nice outlet mall too. So anyways, sorry this video is kind of long, but I did 2 different kind of subjects in one. So yay, like I said, it's 1 week for me, and all of you who are heading there for our fall peeps, have safe travels. And everyone who arrived today, congratulations on whatever you got. I hope you're happy. I hope you're bonding with all your roommates. And just have a magical time. I want everybody to remember, too, everybody's different kind of people, you know? So you might not get along with everybody, but if they're your roommates, at least try, at least in the beginning. But then if it's really that bad, don't be fake. Really just confront them if there's something that really bothers you, and maybe that'll help and you can solve it. Like, one of my roommates didn't do that to me, and she just stopped talking to me for the longest time. And it was really weird because I was like, hello, why are you doing this to me? And then she told me it was because I talk all the time. Well, I know I talk a lot. I talk all the time. I tell people that straight up, like, SARS, I talk all the time. I can't really help that. I mean, I guess I can, but if she would have just told me, I would have not talked that much in front of her. I don't know. Like, so it was just hard. So just act your age. Don't be immature. Don't go and talk about them terribly behind their back. Like, nobody wants that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm a Southern hospitality gal, and I'm very nice to people. And we'll only talk about you if you talk about me. No, I'm kidding. So I used to do that. That's high school crap. So we're in college. Like, don't make this program miserable just because you are. Everybody's trying to have fun. Don't be miserable in the first place. Just get along. Love each other. I don't know what else to say. Like, don't be snatches. I don't know. That was an awful word. Sorry. Just don't be rude. Anyways, I hope you guys have safe travels, and maybe I'll try to make one more vlog before I go. I probably won't make any down there just because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, maybe I'll make one. No, I probably won't make any, but whatever. So hope to meet everyone, and you guys are so great. I'm gonna put pictures at the end like I always do. So if you want to send money to me for graduation, that'd be great. I'm just kidding. I've already got a lot, actually. It's really great, and I've only gotten like 4 people so far, and I sent my invitations out really late. Like, I finished sending some of them out this past weekend, and the other ones like the weekend before last. So oops. But anyways, so faith, trust, and pixie dust, like always. Love you all, and I hope you guys are having a great week. 1 week left. Woo, 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 woo.
Stop pumping up the party now. Hey, get up, get loud. Stop pumping up the party now.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It Street Party. Everyone's got something to celebrate, so we're throwing the ultimate party that celebrates everything. But what will you celebrate? A birthday? An anniversary? A family reunion? Or just a day at the Magic Kingdom? No matter what you're celebrating, we're here to celebrate you.